Hey guys, what's going on? It's Karl here, back with another episode, and as much requested, I've kind of teased this over on social, we're getting to the revisited, I know I've been delayed with this one, review of the brand new iPad Pro. It has been some time, and I've got mixed feelings. A tad bit of a love-hate relationship with this guy, and I've tried to use this as my primary device, obviously not for editing video. I technically could though, over the past close to 2-3 weeks, so it's been some time. Here are my thoughts. This review is coming from someone who has thought that iPads in general have been a dying breed. I don't usually use them typically. I don't think they compare to the likes of a fully functional laptop with a proper OS, but the time that I've been using the iPad Pro, I've been pleasantly surprised. I think the real breadwinner here is the A10X chip, M10 Motion co-processor, zips through every single thing that you throw at it, transitions, switching between apps. It is a beast. Quick, snappy, fast, and it's an experience that I haven't had before on an iPad, so in that regard, it's awesome. I think for me though, my views are a tad bit skewed. I tend to do more on a computer than most people do. I'm editing 4K video, I've got massive timelines, file sizes are just through the wazoo. Even if you're an artist though, you use a lot of Photoshop, this has got great creative suite, it still tackles that without a problem, doing the normal day-to-day word processing, playing games, doing what most people do, browsing the net, social media. This is where it gets a bit tough if you're planning to have the iPad Pro as your main device. If you're looking to get the 12.9-inch option, which I think the display is beautiful, it's got wide color gamut, I would lean more towards this. I'm a big fan of larger screens. It starts at $799 for 64 gigs. If it's your only device, you probably need more storage. If you're upgrading to 256 gigs, it starts at $899. Obviously, if you get higher space, if you choose to be a true baller and get 512 gigs, you're up to $1099. I'm starting to sweat now slightly because we're into the range of most laptops, which is a lot of money for a tablet. Tack on the Apple Pencil for $100 plus one of the Pro cases, you're easily looking at over $1,000 if you start at 256 gigs. You see where things start to spiral out of control, as they always tend to do with Apple stuff. Do you need the Apple Pencil? I think so. If you're grabbing a Pro model, you might as well get this. This is the best stylus that I've used on any sort of tablet. And if it's your only device, you're doing a lot of word processing, a lot of key inputs with a keyboard. Naturally, you will need that extra case to go with it. As the virtual keyboard, there's just nothing as similar as having a tactile feel of having some keys on your hands. Don't make that same mistake I did. You can still grab third-party options that are cheaper, but as with most Apple things, Apple certified products work best with their matching accessories, and they gouge you in the eye for how much those cost. Which is sad, but that is the unfortunate reality that we live in. The design of the new iPad Pro is unmistakably Apple. We now have thinner bezels than before. I hope this is kind of foreshadowing to where the new iPhones will go. It is a sexy looking device. The display, gorgeous, has to be the best in class for a tablet that I've used. It's got a wide color gamut, ambient color levels, so that changes depending what color light you're in, plus a 120 Hz refresh rate to make everything that you look at through the iPad smooth, buttery, just fluid. And I'm gonna go as far as saying it's the fastest iOS device that I've used, faster than my iPhone 7 Plus, and I normally don't talk about performance that much, but I do notice it, and I am very, very impressed. On the flip side though, this is where I'm torn. On the keynote, I was super stoked to see some of the features of iOS 11. We now finally have an integrated file manager, just like the name implies. You can manage files within an iOS device. That is sadly coming in September. A lot of the other features which we've seen and that were highlighted, you now have to wait, kind of like a sick little tease that they do. I will probably do a revisited review of this iPad in September, as that is when I truly think you can use this as a standalone device and as your primary device only. So in the end, Apple is getting there, but true to classic Apple form, they gouge you for what you're paying for. Over $1,000 for a tablet is absurd, but you are paying for the best experience on the market. Even when you compare it to a non-iPad Pro model, $350 for the standard, 12.9 inches iPad Pro, $800, $1,000. There's a huge difference. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Go check out the new iPad. It is awesome. You definitely won't regret it as long as you can afford it, which is what most people complain about Apple stuff, but hey, first world problems. I will catch you guys in one of my next episodes or in one of my vlogs. Peace.